Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. All right, it's a little late today, but I had to go do another test. Yeah, rapid PCR. And how I feel. Rapid came back negative again, even though I do feel like $1,000,000. Minus, I still feel some lingering breathing issues when I deeply breathe in, but I'm still working out and doing this. But yeah, so we're here now because I was late. It took them forever, even though there's like 6 people there. Pretty impressive, but at least it's done, it's free, whatever. I like to say the 2.0. I mean, like there were some good moments, but there was just so much stupid involved that really, like this whole Wednesday was disappointing across the board. Tuesday, Wednesday, like it was back to back. Like, and I imagine Ross sucked. I didn't get to see it. Susanna was home with COVID and she felt like dirt. So I didn't make her watch it. And then, well, it got deleted and yada, yada, yada. But it was just a bad week. Like, there's just so much extra stupid to me. I mean, you can tell me I'm wrong, but I mean, there were good moments. I'm not saying it's all stupid. Obviously, there's a lot of dumb. Waller and LA Knight stuff, like this whole Waller getting a restraining order thing. I just find it to be pure stupid. Like it really, really, really just is dumb. Like whoever's writing this stuff is actually dumb. You can tell it can't be anyone that's ever done anything with wrestling. I mean, Vince and Bruce might be in charge, but this is dumb. Then he has a match with Loomis, and Loomis loses, and Waller wins because of some giant Sasquatch of a man that helps Waller. It's just dumb because he was already so over just by like overly like healed up all on his own. He didn't need to have a heavy. I mean, it's going to add to it, but no one cares. Like he goes out there and he can do really good things. No one cares. I don't care. I actually don't like most of the characters because it's just too ridiculous. It reminds me of a past era that got its teeth kicked in because the company almost folded when they did it. Like a lot of it. It was just dumb. The first round of the Dusty Cup, like the Creed brothers defeated Briggs and Jensen really, really, really fast. It was less than a segment. So I really don't see the point in even having the match, especially with how much effort they put into Briggs and Jensen before for them to just get rolled like that. And then the segment with them and Casey Catanzaro and Caden Cameron, that was dumb too. It was just awkward and weird. And I'm sorry, I didn't find a lot entertaining in the whole night. I didn't find that entertaining. Dante Chen versus Guru Raj match ends when Duke Hudson attacks them both. I mean, that was good just because, it's been a while since we've seen him. He has hair again just to see what they're going to do with him, because he was there. They had all this high praise for him in the breakout tournament, which he didn't win. Then he had the whole Cameron Grimes thing, hair versus hair poker thing, like all of that. To see him back and just attacking everyone, like we'll see what happens with that going forward. But it's good to at least see them do something. I just again, once I got to the poker contest and I took up a whole segment there, like that was just dumb when they did that. So whatever. Duke Hudson and Cameron Grimes are just doing what they're told, but that was dumb to me. But again, he's a big dude. So it's good to see him back, and we'll see what they do with. I just really have no faith. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. No offense to them, I just don't have. You've got to have faith. Yeah, no, you don't. Because Harlan and Gacy still sucks. Harlan attacking Odyssey Jones later in his injured leg, dumb. And really, I just find it all dumb because you, along with I, have probably all seen the comparisons people making between like what Gacy is doing with Harlan to what Bray did with the original like Wyatt family thing. And I just can't think that it was kind of like Tommy Dreamer making that comparison between Jade Cargill and China. Sorry, like you got to be on something to see that. I don't see it. Like this is like Wyatt. No matter who you were when Bray was cutting promos, but like he sucked you in no matter who you were. Most people I know get up and change, like leave the room, go get a drink, pee, something. Whenever Gacy, like it has the opposite effect. Like people were talking to me and like, well, you got to turn on and see what Bray did. At the beginning, just him sitting there and talking, like you got to see his promo. I was so good. Gacy, no one's talking to me about Gacy. No one's saying anything about Gacy. It's not nearly as like drawing you in. It's just irritating, and it's pushing on all the idiotic things going on out there right now. Like I didn't get it. I don't like it. no offense to them. I mean, I see what they're doing, but the comparison again is like Tommy Dreamer saying Jade Cargill's like China. Like, no, sorry, guy. Nowhere near. Tony D'Angelo did a memorial service for Pete Dunne's NXT career. I mean, that's nice as long as they keep Pete around in the main roster and use him because he is talented, so he deserves it. We all know he's talented. He just signed that contract not that long ago. He's still really young. We heard he's doing dark matches with Ciampa on the main roster there, so like that would be really good to see. Him get used properly up there. And Tony, D'Angelo had to do it after the way they did it, whether you like it or not. And him saying he wants the North American title and Grimes coming out and saying he wanted going to have a number one contender match. I'm okay with that. Again, I think Grimes, is going to be the one to get it. And maybe we'll see Dunn do like an ending show. I don't know. I mean, Grimes has been building up for so long and he's so over. Like I say, just, give it to him just for everything he's done between the Butler thing. Like there's a lot of idiocy in there and he's still way over. So let him get over that. We'll see. Ivy Nile defeated Kaylee Ray after Mandy got involved. Rest Toxic Attraction gets in there. The attack is on. Persia and Indy show up to even everything out. Toxic Attraction leaves. 6-woman tag match next week. So nothing really exciting there. Bron Breakker does an interview with Mackenzie. Gets interrupted by Elektra Lopez and then, Santos Escobar. And then, later on, Malik Blade and Idris Inoue defeated Legado in the first round of the Dusty Cup. Escobar jumped on the apron. Breaker caught him as he dropped and hit his face on the thing. Like it was, and really, regardless of how dumb that all was, I'm excited just to see the match between Escobar and Breaker. We all know how I feel about him talking most of the time, but him and Ciampa had great matches. I'd like to see what Breaker and someone that can fly around and all that, like Santos Escobar, like what everything is with that, what, how they interact, how they do, how they style the match and tell the story with it all, because Ciampa and Escobar are completely different styles. So I just want to see how they mesh together and what he does when he's in a match with someone that he, doesn't mesh with that great, because, they do lucha libre, so they could fly around and all that stuff. I mean, Ciampa can do something, but it's not his thing. So I'm really looking forward to see what they do with that one, just on principle. Like that should be a great match. I'm saying like the segment and all that stuff was just dumb, but like it actually is really intriguing to see how that works. Like I'm excited for that one. Is Breaker probably going to win? Yeah. Whatever. But I want to see, as long as the match is good, I don't care. Like if you can put on a good match with Escobar, go for it. I'm okay with it. I don't know about y'all, but I think it'll be really good. I did like his matches with Ciampa, just so they have him too overhyped going. Like no one's that hyped, unless you're on like lots of drugs or something. Like no one's that up. But I think it'll be good. Feroz and Leon do a vignette and backstage interview. Nothing really impressive to me. Dakota Kai interrupts it. They set up a match for later. Shocker. Dakota Kai won against Ulissa Leon. Nothing exciting. Cora Jade, interrupts Raquel being interviewed and tries to get her to join her, make a team to make a run for a second straight Dusty Cup. We'll see what they do with that. And I'm surprised Raquel's still down there. We'll see. The Rumble coming up. Never know what they could do with that, but we'll see. I could see her taking a spot in the Rumble just because they're bringing back so many people. I mean, there's got to be people from NXT 2.0 that are going to be in the Rumble. So got to see how it works out. But I mean, lots of dumb. Sarai being repackaged, apparently. I didn't see it working. I said I didn't see it working when she made her debut. There's just something about it that wasn't fitting in. And now that they have her doing that with Vince in charge, God have mercy on her soul. And then Walter defeated Roderick Strong in what was a great match. I'm just intrigued as to how a multi-billion-dollar corporation could take someone that's as over as Walter. We all know how over Walter is in Imperium and all that. Have him come over here and completely, of course, they have to change his name to Gunther. It's amazing they didn't say Stark, because they put in trademark for it. But, how the hell can a multi-billion-dollar corporation not do a simple like Google Bing search, son? Gunther Stark, just see if it pops up and it happens, I don't know, be a Nazi that was on U-boats and stuff, killing people. Like, how in the bluest of hells do you miss that? Why can't you just leave him at Walter then? Like, why do you Vince and them have to just screw with everything? And that's what this is. We all know who did it. But how in the hell does that big of a company not do a simple search before they put in a trademark for something and try to change a guy's character name in case, I don't know, his name ends up being that of a Nazi, legit Nazi. Like, why can't we just leave well enough alone and leave him Walter? Now, suddenly, after all the years of him being Walter, he's Gunther. Like, he's still Walter. He's still doing the same thing. Like, and how do you, like, again, it's just the due diligence. How the hell do you miss? And no one looked to make sure it wasn't the name of an actual Nazi, unless they did it and they just didn't think anyone was going to look. And they're that ignorant and their head really actually is that far up there. You know what? No one will care. No one will look. The whole world's going to look. Like, you have to be dumb to do that. You have to be even dumber to think you'll get away with it when you do it. Like, actually dumb, like real dumb, kind of dumb you can't fix. And that was just, again, it was a good match. We all know what Roddy could do. I'm surprised he's still there, really. We all know what Walter can do. And it ends with Imperium and Dynamite going at it. You know, the way they've been cutting people out of Dynamite, I mean, I'm sure Walter and Imperium are going, sorry, Gunther and Imperium are going to get over and win it, but changing the name to a Nazi, like, it takes 3 seconds to type that stuff. Just type in the name, it'll pop up. Like, it takes literally maybe 10 seconds, 15 total to open up the browser, type in the site, type in the name. And we come to that. Like, that's just depressing, really. Really a depressing night for the most part, which gets us to Dynamite, which sadly was another really, like, depressing night. Started out great seeing Mox back, and when he looked at his face, I mean, seeing just how much less puffiness and swelling he has, I mean, that was good to see. See him drop an F-bomb on cable TV, that was nice, but to see how much healthier he looked just because he's so much less puffy because he's not drinking, obviously, anymore. Like, that was amazing to see. So good to see him back. I'll wait and see where they go with it going forward, but it was just nice to see him back and looking healthy. I mean, really, I don't care what anyone says about him. He looked healthy. He really, really did. So I can't complain. Like, he looked amazing. The rest of the night, sadly, there was a lot of dumb, like Adam Cole and Britt Baker, DMD, Dr. Britt, defeated Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander. And it was a decent match. It wasn't anything good, but Baker goes through a table, ref distracted by it. Cole hits a low blow on Orange, finishes it off for the win. Like, dumb stuff. There always has to be something dumb with Cole, it seems. And then Cole challenges Orange Cassidy to a lights out anything goes match next week. So we get to see more blood again, because they have to do blood every single time. Like, it's going to be bloody, which is just, why do there have to be blood all the time? I have no idea, but there's going to be blood. I'm sure people are going to get involved. Like, it's going to be a circus. Sadly, it could be good, but we know it's going to end in a circus. So, MJF cuts promo with Wardlow behind him, looking like he's going to kill him. We get to see Punk defeat Shawn Spears with MJF on commentary in like 5 seconds. It was probably around 10 with all, moving that they did, but about 10-second match. Seeing MJF drop out of his scarf and Punk was holding him by it. That was good, but I mean, they got to add something to it, like either end it or add something unseen, unforeseen, real, something surprising to it, because it just keeps going and going. And where else do they have to go with it now? Like, they really need to end it or do something, because I think people are starting to lose it. And I love them both. It's been dragging out for so long. And then it comes down to literally a 10-second match and all that. Like, this has been months now, it feels like. So we'll see what they do. Billy Gunn attacks Christian, so I'm sure we're going to see Gun Club Jurassic Express for the tag titles at some point. Cody cuts a decent promo, I do suppose. Not the greatest, but I mean, takes a shot at WWE. And before he did it, we got to see another Go Big Show preview. Shocker. Malachi Black and Brody King quickly defeat the Varsity Blondes. Pat cuts a good promo on Black after like the vignette type thing. But it was a quick one. Jake the Snake cutting a promo. It was just good to see Jake. I mean, who doesn't like seeing Jake? The man can talk. He got the psychiatry part down no matter what anyone says. He was cutting it with Lance Archer and damn Lambert. And Cowboys found a good video type vignette package that they put together. And I mean, it was a fairly decent match between, Frankie Kazarian and Lance Archer. Lance Archer wins it. Cowboy comes out and they get into it afterwards. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I think Cowboy's going to get through this one. They try to find a big dude to put against him. There you go from Bryan to Archer. I don't know nothing against Archer, but he's not Bryan. Yeah, that was okay. Layla Hirsch, Chris Statlander and Red Velvet go at it in a dumb segment. Hirsch attacks them both like it's just dumb on top of dumb. Serena Deeb beat the hell out of Sky Blue in a mauling again, but at least Sky Blue's backside looked great doing it. So I mean, there's that. Good to see Matt Hardy selling the majority of HOFA to Andrade, so we'll see where they go with that and how long it takes him to get rid of Matt now that he controls the majority of it. When Jeff gets there, because we all know he's going to come. It's bound to happen. I'm okay with it. See if they did more delete stuff. They go back to that. Broken, woken, whatever the hell, and Brother Nero, like that'd be cool. So, but again, dumb. Like they just had Andrade bouncing around here, there, and everywhere, just like Matt. It's just weird, a lot of it. And then Dante Martin being cool, Matt Sydal, and then again, like nothing happened. Like that's weird because that just went from 1 week to the next week to then they were cool again. Just dumb. The Acclaimed vignette they did before the match was Sting and them was dumb. The rap was better this week. I'll give them that. The rap was better this week compared to the last couple. And then, like I called last week or whenever the hell they started this a few weeks ago, Sting and Darby Allin defeated the Acclaimed. And then, ever they did the layout Darby before the match, chair around the neck into the ring post, like all of that. Good on them to see him come running out like 5-10 minutes later, not even flying through the crowd and getting the win. We all knew it was going to happen, but I called it. We all knew that Sting and Darby were going to win. So there was a lot of just, who didn't see it coming and what was the point of it stuff the whole entire night, really, for both nights. So sadly, I mean, it's just like they could have such good matches and just cut out so much of the dumb and we'd be okay. Feels more and more like the Machine every week. So I don't know. So I didn't like it. I didn't think it was a good couple of days. And I watched them both in a very good mood. Getting yelled at, had coffee, was being left alone. I just didn't think they were the greatest things ever. I think the 6-woman tag match next week will be good on 2.0. That's good. Again, I still don't get the Walter to Gunther thing. Harlan and Gacy are still wasting time. It's good to see Idris Enofe and Malik Blade, defeat Legado. That was good. Good to see the underdogs and then build them up. And it happened without, Zion getting involved at all. So, I mean, that apparently is done for now, at least. But, what a lot of good stuff. I'm sorry. Don't like it tough. I can't make this stuff suddenly not suck. I'm good, but not that good. You can comment and tell me what you think, but I just wasn't impressed. I tried to be. Like, there was some good stuff. Like, I went over the stuff I thought was good. It's just so much dumb involved. So we'll see if they can get it better. We'll see what SmackDown and Rampage have to offer. Hopefully good things, but that was just bad to me. Sorry. But they can always get better. Like, that could be it. But it was just so much fast stuff. And what was the point? Like, they just keep trying to make matches so quick and so much stuff so fast so they can add a million things to it. And they're just making everything so dumb and worse. Like, you can have people not show up 1 week, you cut people out, and then the next, like, you could do different things instead of just trying to cram as much stuff as you can into an episode. So we're all sitting there going, like, what the hell is the point of even doing that? Like, you really could. It's okay. You can set up the next week, like, so you can have a solid 2 hours, not just, a solid half hour and an hour and a half of us just going, what the hell is the point of that? I'm over doing that all the time. So maybe they'll get better. I don't know. And stop making comparisons between Harland and what Gacy is doing with him to Bray Wyatt, because that's just out of your mind. Uh, with that, I'm going to jump off, upload this. So again, comment, let me know what you think. Tell me about it. Follow along on all the socials. And most importantly, please share this out. It helps me out. It gets more eyes and ears on it. Germany, I appreciate you because that number keeps getting bigger. So you guys keep sharing it out over there. Whoever you are, I see you. Biggest numbers for the international community. So thank you. But everyone else keep sharing it out, whether you're Ireland, Canada, Australia, the US, no matter where you are, Singapore, Philippines, please share it out and do me a favor. And I'll be back on Monday. So enjoy your weekend. Enjoy tomorrow night's shows. Again, let me know what you think about it. Comment on the videos, share them out, follow along, and I'll be back hopefully feeling completely better on Monday. So enjoy your weekend. Have a good night. Be safe. Be good to each other, and peace.